I'm not sure how many of you all saw this ridiculousness, but at a city council meeting in Huntington, California, a ex-NFL football player got on the microphone and absolutely flipped out about MAGA and Donald Trump. Apparently, the guy used to play like for the Minnesota Vikings or something. And I don't know if he has CTE or not, but he damn sure has TDS. Because the guy was having a complete meltdown about trans rights and all that type of nonsense. And then at the end, when his time was up, he started charging. He literally started charging the city council members and had to get tackled by police. And I'm telling you right now, I know that brought him back to his NFL days. He probably felt like he was in the league again when he got brought down by those cops. But yeah, it was just a wild sight to see. Often I tune into some of these different city council meetings around America because you will always see some wild stuff, believe it or not. There's always some interesting characters that take the mic. And also there's often people that get up there and just expose the local politicians and things of that nature. But yeah, let's go ahead and roll this clip so you all can see what I'm talking about here. And then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Unfortunately, it's clear that this council does not listen, so instead I'm going to take my time to say what MAGA has stood for these past 3 weeks. MAGA stands for trying to erase trans people from existence. MAGA stands for resegregation and racism. MAGA stands for censorship and book bans. MAGA stands for firing air traffic controllers while planes are crashing. MAGA stands for firing the people overseeing our nuclear arsenal. MAGA stands for firing military veterans and those serving them at the VA, including canceling research on veteran suicide. MAGA stands for cutting funds to education, including for disabled children. MAGA is profoundly corrupt, unmistakably anti-democracy, and most importantly, MAGA is explicitly a Nazi movement. You may have replaced a swastika with a red hat, but that is what it is. I will now engage in the time-honored American tradition of peaceful civil disobedience.
Get the heck, get out.
You would think that he was talking directly to Donald Trump or someone from Trump's administration. The way he's so angrily just yelling and screaming and going off about all of this nonsense. But he's literally talking to liberal politicians in California. Okay? That's how bad his TDS is. Like, either way, the guy's an idiot, but at least it would make more sense if he's directing this anger, directly at Trump or someone who's working directly with Trump. No, he's directing this anger at other woke politicians in California who probably have TDS just like him. Maybe their case isn't as severe, but apparently this meltdown was all because of some sort of plaque that they had to put up once Donald Trump won the election and became president. So he just went down there and absolutely, completely freaking lost it. And, this is a guy who made a good amount of money playing in the NFL. You know what I mean? So just imagine the other freak shows that are out there that are like this guy, who aren't as well off, who don't have anything to lose. Let's put it like that. Someone like this guy, he probably has something to lose by doing something this stupid, right? There's a lot of people out there that have nothing to lose, that would take it 10 times farther than this guy did. And that's a scary thing to think about. And I mean, just over the last couple of weeks, we've witnessed the meltdown go into full swing. At first, I feel like a lot of people on the left were kind of in shock because they don't live in actual reality, folks. They thought for a sure thing that Kamala Harris was the most popular person on earth, the most well-loved person on earth. They didn't fathom for 1 second that Donald Trump would win. They literally thought that Kamala Harris was leading in all the polls and all of these things. So for a while there, I think they were in shock. They were taken aback. They were almost in denial up until the point, and we saw a lot of the conspiracy theories. They were in denial up until the point that Trump was literally in office. So it took them a couple of weeks, but now that they got their thoughts together, they're out in the streets mobilizing again, freaking out once again. Stuff that we saw, in 2016, 17, leading up all the way until 2020 in the summer of love. And they're gearing up to do it all over again. But this time, I believe that the normies out there, I think they're sick of it. And even a lot of the leftists that are out there still going with the anti-Trump stuff, I think they're kind of tired of it too. They're not as passionate as they used to be. But now their new hatred for Elon Musk is kind of reigniting that hatred, that flame within them. So we'll see how things go. But it's interesting when you got ex-NFL players acting like this. So what do you expect from the freaking Antifa scum weirdos that are out there crawling on the streets every night looking for a riot or a protest? But you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And if you find yourself getting too worked up by all of this, remember, it's just political cinema.